Yo guys, welcome back to another Final Cut tutorial. So, today we're going to be kind of color grading, and I'll show you an efficient way to do this. So let's bring up our the effects, and I have this plugin manager called LUT, and so that's what we're going to use to plug in LUTs in Final Cut. I also found this adjustment layer plugin, so that's kind of the stuff we're going to be using. Hopefully you already have those. If you don't, you can go to Ryan Nangle's page. He's got a free download for both of those. So we're going to trim this adjustment layer here, and let's throw in snapping so it'll go right to the grid there. Let's drag on that plugin manager, and then it's going to pop up that window over in our taskbar. Let's rename the clip to MicroUSB so we can tell what that adjustment layer is referring to in our video footage, because it's super important to stay organized and keep track. So let's load a custom LUT, go to movies, motion templates, effects, and then LUTs. You know the drill. Hopefully you have this organized. We're going to use clean and tidy. This will kind of balance out our blacks and whites and make them a little bit more neutral and yummy. So we're going to drag back our intensity to a lot less than 100. Let's go about 35%. So that looks a lot better, a little bit smoother, a little bit more controlled. So now we have this clip, and what we're actually going to do is copy and paste our adjustment layer, because it's a little bit more similar than different. So we'll rename it so we can tell the difference. It'll be MacBook, just because that's what's in the clip. And if you notice, we have some kind of blown out highlights right here. So after I balance out that adjustment layer, what I'm going to do is select I'm going to select this, and then we'll go over to this window here, hit Command 7 to bring up your histogram, and then go to your exposure and just kind of dial it in from there. And then I'm going to take down our highlights a little bit, and then take down our shadows also. I think that looks a lot better. But now let's use a different LUT. So that was Peter McKinnon's pack for the clean and tidy, and I'm gonna use this. I'll use this Noir color grade, and I'm gonna use it at a lower intensity, so I can get a little bit more balance in there. We'll see how it looks though. This clip is tough to work with because it wasn't very well shot by me. So we'll drag back the intensity here, kind of balance those out. You know, that looks pretty good. I think that's good. It's tough to work with though, so I don't know if I'll use it. So now let's copy the MacBook clip, and then paste it over here. This one's way easier to work with. It looks really nice. Some cool shadows in there, some cool leading lines. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna select that. Let's go over to loading a different LUT in there. And this time I'm going to go to my LUTs page, and I'm going to go to Matty Hapoya's LUTs that I have, the Cine LUTs 2.0. I'm not going to use the log versions, so I'll go to flourish.cube, load that, and we'll put the intensity moderately low. This is a really cool LUT. I would highly recommend getting his pack of LUTs. They're great. They're super awesome. I think it's like $20, but this one is super nice. There's a lot of different looks in that package, but okay, so now let's go to our exposure page. So let's boost the highlights a little bit, because when we copy and pasted from the last adjustment layer, they were taken down a lot from that overexposure. So I think that's looking a lot better. So now let's go to this clip. I'm going to copy and paste. Actually, let's drag in sorry. I'm going to drag in this Motion VFX, and let's rename the clip to be Case, like for the AirPods, because it's what is in the clip. And let's highlight it and go over to our video page here, and let's load a custom LUT. I'm going to go to the Cine LUTs. Well, let's go, actually, we'll go back to Cine LUTs, and then let's go to the Flourish again and see how that looks. It's not great for skin tones, but we'll see. So that's way too intense, so we'll drag it back a lot. That's pretty good, around like there. Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is let's just make sure that's good. Yeah, I think that looks pretty nice. So now let's go and do some color correction. So let's hit Command 7 to bring up our histogram, and then boost that exposure a little bit and take down our shadows so we have a little more contrast there. And now we have this clip. This is probably one of my favorites that I shot, just because there's some nice whites in there, but you also get the shadow from the window out in front of it. So I'm going to copy and paste that case clip and delete the part I don't want. And then we're going to use that that same Flourish plugin, so we're actually not going to change that. But so let's take away our histogram so we can kind of see it a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So let's go to our page here, bring up our histogram again. Let's take down our blacks. We're going to add a little bit more contrast there. This is a little too blown out, so let's take down our whites. And yeah, I think that looks good. A little green in the shadows there. But now we have this clip. So what we're going to do is, for this last one, we're going to take back this MacBook adjustment layer and copy it. So we'll drag it back to how we need, and then if you notice, that looks alright, but it's pretty blown out right there, so we're just gonna knock down our highlights. But that looks really good. So basically what I'm showing you is how to grade each individual clip, but more importantly, how to grade each individual look of footage. So what you should do for your vlog, I didn't have a vlog to show you with, but I would have. What you should do for a vlog is take each camera. So like for my Colorado video, if you saw that, I shot on my Lumix and my GoPro the most. And so for the Lumix and the GoPro, I made a preset for my the shots with my face, the A-roll, and then I made a preset for B-roll of like the landscapes. And so what you can do then is drag that on each clip. So if it's GoPro A-roll, drag in that GoPro A-roll clip. So all you have to do is make that once at the beginning, and then it works for all the future clips. But thank you guys for watching this. That's kind of a little tutorial on how to grade a little bit better, and I hope to see you guys soon. If you have any questions, just leave them down in the comments. I'd be super happy to answer, and if that was a little confusing with all the plugins at the beginning, I can go over and teach you guys how to do that a little bit better. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.